Hello everyone. In this video we are going to check out oblong method, or we can say rectangle method for drawing the ellipse. So the problem statement is construct the ellipse in the rectangle of size 120 mm by 90 mm. Draw the tangent and normal to the ellipse at the given point. Or problem can be written in another way, like construct the ellipse having the major axis is equal to 120 mm and minor axis having 90 mm. Draw the tangent and normal to the ellipse at a given point. So let us construct the solution. For that, what we will do, we will draw the rectangle having the dimension of the major axis as a width and minor axis as a height. 120 mm width and 90 mm height. So for that, what we will do, we will take one horizontal line. So this line will be having the distance of 120 mm, that is equal to the major axis. And with respect to this horizontal line, we will draw one vertical line. So this line will be having the distance of 90 mm. So this is my 90 mm distance, and I will complete my rectangle by drawing one more horizontal and vertical line. So this is my horizontal line, and this is my last vertical line, or you can take the reference of this vertical line and you can draw that line. Once I'm done, I will be trying to draw major axis and minor axis in between them. So I will take the half of the, or say midpoint of this major axis, and I will connect it. So this is my minor axis. As this is a vertical line, this is a minor axis. I will do the same thing. I will try to identify the midpoint. As this is 90 mm, 45 mm will be the midpoint. 45 mm will be the midpoint, and this will be my major axis. So let me just give it a name. Major axis is AB, which is having the distance of 120 mm, AB 120 mm, and minor axis is CD, having the distance of 90 mm. Clear? Now once I am done, as you can observe, there are total 4 rectangles available in this area. So the process will be same for all 4 rectangles. Okay, what is the basic process? Let me just explain you. If I take this rectangle, I need to divide this vertical line that is available outside into number of equal division. Let me say I need to divide this line into 6 equal division. In that case, I will also divide the major axis that is connected with this vertical line into 6 equal division. Mindset clear? So over here, as you can observe, this is a 6 centimeter long line, or say 60 mm long line. So I can easily make 6 division of this one. So I will divide the whole section into 6 division. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is the 6th. Let me just give the numbering. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is the 6th one. Let me just give this a number O. Okay, so this is my O point. Now the same 6 division should be made over here. So over here, what is the distance? The distance is 45 mm. So I cannot actually make 6 equal divisions using this scale. So what I need to do, I need to use the method to divide any line into any number of equal divisions. So as per that method, what I need to do, I need to draw one more line starting from point A. Let me say that line is available over here. I need to draw that line such a way that I can easily divide that line into 6 equal divisions. So I will draw the 60 mm long line. So I can easily divide that line into 6 equal division. So this is my first division, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. Okay, the first end of the line is connected to A. I need to connect the second end with this corner. Okay, because as I am going to divide this line, so what I need to do, I need to connect the second end with the second end. So once I am done with this line, what I need to do, I need to draw the lines parallel to the line that I have drawn just now. So the process will be somewhat like this. I will put a support over here. Okay, and then I will be keep moving my set square to this point. I will extend this line over here. So this is my second division. This is the first division that I have obtained. Same process will be followed for the second point. Just extend this line. So this is my point, second point. This is my third point over here. The fourth point is over here. This is my fifth point. So as you can see, I have extended all the points of this 60 mm long line to this 45 mm long line. So these are my 6 equal divisions. So let me just give the numbering. Now over here, just understand one thing, the numbering will always start from this point. Okay, so if you start giving numbering like this 1 2 3 4 5 in the horizontal line, you have to give the numbering in the same way for this vertical numbering. Okay, so I will start from 1 over here. This is my 1 dash, this will be 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, 5 dash, 6 dash. Clear? Once you are done, let us understand how the points for the ellipse are obtained. For that, we will be using the two end points of our minor axis, the point C and point D. From the point C, I will draw one line that will connect any of the point of this vertical line. So from point C, let me just connect point 1 dash. So as I have connected point 1 dash, what I need to do, from point D, I have to pass one line that passes from one point. Point number 1. Okay, so what I will do, I will just extend this line up to 1 and I will extend it up to this line. So the intersection is my point that is available on the ellipse. Once again repeating, if I connect point C with 2 dash, I have to connect point D with number 2 available over here. And I need to extend that up to the intersection over here. If I connect point C with 3 dash, I have to pass point D from number 3 that is available on the horizontal line like this. I will repeat the same process for 5 dash and 4 dash. So these all intersection points are points available on the ellipse. Now we will be repeating the same process on the second rectangle, third rectangle and the fourth rectangle. Clear? So over here we will divide this horizontal major axis into 6 equal divisions. From O to B, I will divide this axis into 6 equal divisions. This is my number 1. I will start numbering from point B over here. This is my number 1. Now, as I have made total 6 division over here, the vertical axis that is available over here, the vertical line that is available over here has to be divided into 6 equal division. I will once again start from point B. This is my 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, 5 dash. Okay. Now, once again I will repeat the steps. What I will do, from point C, if I connect 1 dash, okay, let me just connect from C to 1 dash. From point D, I have to create one line that passes from one available over here. Okay, so this is my point number D. I need to draw one line that is passing from point 1 and that is intersecting the line C1 dash. I will do the same thing for the second point. So these are the points received in the second rectangle also. So same way we will be doing the same thing for the third and the fourth rectangle. For that you can just rotate the complete paper by 180 degree. ओके, सो अपसाइड डाउन रोटेट कर दो और अपना सेम वर्क हम यहाँ पे भी कंटिन्यू कर सकते हैं. नाउ instead of that we can do one more thing. If you don't want to continue this same process and if you have lack of time, in that case we have one more way to extend all these points in the third and fourth rectangle. What is that process? Let me just explain it. For that I need to do number of vertical lines. So I will take this as a drawing set square and this as a support set square. I will just take a reference of the vertical line that is drawn over here and I will draw number of vertical lines from each and every point that I have received on the top rectangles. So these are my number of vertical lines. Now once I draw the vertical lines, what I need to do, as we know that the ellipse is the symmetric one, that means whatever the points he will receive on the upside, the same point and the same at the same distance they will receive at the downside. So what I can do, I can take major axis is a symmetricity line and I will take the distance from major axis to that point and I can put same distance at the downward side also. So what I will do, I will put the distance that is available on the upside and I will mark that distance at the downward side. I will repeat the step for all the points. Once again, I will take the distance from the major axis to that point available on the ellipse. I will mark the same point at the downside. So I have copied all the points available above this major axis to the below the major axis. Now let me just give all the points numbers. So this is my point number 1, P1, point 2, once done with the point marking, we will complete ellipse with the HB grade pencil with a smooth arc. So this is our final ellipse that we wanted with the rectangle method or the oblong method. Now over here observe that the rectangle or oblong method is used only for the above section. I have not used it for the below section. Okay, so the below ellipse is not that much accurate as the above ellipse. Okay, so if you want a proper accuracy, you have to use the rectangle method in the below section as well. So this was just a very quick way to draw the ellipse in the below section, but for the exam purpose you have to use the rectangle method in all the sections. So let us continue with drawing the tangent and normal, and for that, as we know that we need to find out focuses first. So how to find out the focus? We need to take the distance of half of the major axis, that is from center point to any end of the major axis, and what we will do, we will go to the minor axis end point and we will mark the intersection on the major axis. So the intersections will give us the focus number 1 and focus number 2. Now once you identify the focus, just take a random point. Now let me say I want to identify the tangent and normal for this point available over here. This is my point P. So for that, what we will do, we will just take our set square or scale. We will connect point P with both the focuses like this and focus 2 like this. Once you are done with the connection, you will identify that focus 1 P, focus 2 is creating one angle. We need to bisect this angle. So how we will bisect it? We will take a random distance in our compass. Then we will take P as a center. We will mark 2 intersection on both the lines like this. Once we are done, once again we will go to the first intersection. We will make an arc. Then we will go to the second intersection and we will try to intersect that arc. Now this is the intersection that you have received. From that intersection, what you need to do, you need to connect point P with this intersection, and this line will give you the normal of ellipse. So this line is the normal. To identify the tangent, you need to identify the line that is 90 degree to the normal from point P. So what I will do, I will take this set square, I will take the reference of this normal, then I will put support here, I will move set square something like this, so I will be able to draw the line that is 90 degree to the normal and passing from point P. So this is my tangent. So this is your final answer for the rectangle or the oblong method. So this is the end of this video. Keep learning. Have a good day.